Hey guys, it's Johnny on Gemmy Master Animatronics, and today what I have to show you is the Gemmy animated Rockin' Ravers. So as you can see, we've got a skeleton and we've got a Frankenstein. So this is the complete series of Rockin' Ravers. And before we start, I'd like to say welcome to what I am calling Oktoberfest. We are going to be doing daily reviews. This should be premiering on October 1st, and we will have at least one review a day from me. So I'm starting off with the Rockin' Ravers. Pretty traditional stuff, but as we inch closer to Halloween, we're going to be getting into some much more interesting reviews and much more exciting stuff. So anyway, here are the Rockin' Ravers. These were made in 2014, obviously by Gemmy Industries, and honestly, I've become somewhat of a Rockin' Ravers expert, sort of by accident. I mean, I was one of the first collectors to own the Frankenstein, which my original one I don't have anymore, but I had that for a really long time, so I've been kind of accustomed to these ever since they came out. I've never really honestly been a huge fan of Grave Ravers, but these characters are honestly quite cool. I like the skeleton much better than the Frankenstein. The Frankenstein is becoming more common. At one point it was very sought after. I started listing mine on eBay. I got like 20 of them, and they're becoming much more common now. I'd say actually maybe the skeleton's more sought after at this point. Aside from that, there is really not much to say about these characters. They are very spastic in their movement. They're kind of unpredictable. I'd say between this and the Three Stooges Golf Academy in the pop culture series, they are tied for most faulty Gemmy items ever made. And especially the Frankenstein. The Frankenstein, like I said, I had 20 of these and not one of them is fully working. This is my only fully working one, and it's the one that I'm keeping for myself. I have 5 that I have brand new that I've never tested before that I have up on eBay. And then I have a bunch of other ones, and they've all got problems of their own. Now, what happens with these ones is that the Frankensteins are made to lean back very far, like way farther than the skeleton does. And what that does to the gears is there's a square shaft gear, and it'll either crack it in half completely, like split it in half, or the square shafts will be missing teeth. And every single one of these that I've opened up has had that problem with the square shafts, aside from this one. This is the only one. So that's pretty crazy, honestly. I think it is because of the way it leans back so far. It's a lot of pressure. The leaning mechanism is controlled by an 8-tooth gear, which is horrible. 8-tooth gears typically, when they're on an item like this, on plush items they will last a little longer, but on items like this, they don't last more than 5 years. So that's pretty crummy. But the upper body movement is typically more solid. It's controlled by a 9-tooth gear, and I don't see those broken as much. I have seen them broken before, but not as commonly. And so yeah, that's the movement on them. They have an upper body torso movement and leaning back and forth. It's supposed to replicate sort of like a Harlem Shake type movement, because Gemmy liked to be modern in 2014. But I don't think it's that bad, especially the skeleton with the song Hey Baby. Between this and the Groove Line skeleton, like, it might be one of my favorite Grave Raver type characters. I just think it's really cool. Frankenstein, on the other hand, not my favorite thing. I've had that one for so long, and it was honestly never my favorite. But it's still a very cool piece, and I'm happy to own one, especially after selling mine. My old one is currently owned by a YouTuber by the name of iFrogsy, and he took very good care of it. He fixed it up perfectly, and I think he's pretty happy to have it, so that's good. So anyway, I guess I can get to reading the tags on these things. There's not much to see here. We've got 3+, Try Me, Grave Raver. These were called the Grave Ravers on the tags. I don't know where the name Rockin' Raver came from, but I'm sure someone else could answer that question. These are just known as Grave Raver on these tags. Dances to music, plays a cool song, requires 3 AA batteries, which are included. And this one has a weird misprint or something, which actually Jax does too, and it says it plays moves like Jagger. And also, on the other side, even though these were made in 2014, it says 2013 Gemmy Industries. So what Jack was saying, JTA Haunts is his YouTube name, he said that these are pre-production samples or something like that. I'm not sure if that's true, honestly, but it's still kind of interesting that these both say they were made in 2013. I mean, here's the tag on this one. Same stuff, Grave Raver, but this one actually has the correct song. It says Crazy. But like I said, 2013. So I don't know what's going on there. These are both brand new and fully working, even though I did need to repair the leaning mechanism, obviously, on both of them. But that was just replacing an 8-tooth gear. Very simple stuff. Anyway, that's really all I have to say about these guys. I guess I'll start off with the Frankenstein Crazy. So yeah, and if you couldn't see, there's lights underneath, but I don't want to take them out of the box, so there are two lights, a green and a blue one on the base. And if you want to see those, honestly, just click to a demo video of them. You'll be able to see those maybe in a dark setting, which would look really cool. Anyway, let's get to the skeleton. Hey, baby. Alright, now I'm going to try to play them both at once, just to show you them both moving and in action, but it's going to be kind of difficult, so I'll start with the skeleton. So yeah, that is the Gemmy animated Rockin' Ravers complete series. There are 2 in the series, obviously. They didn't make any more, but they were planning on making the Bony Singer and Bony Rocker the year after, which kind of looks similar. They're 2 skeletons that sing. One sings Uptown Funk, and I believe the other one sings Whip and Nay Nay, which is stupid, but... Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this review of the Rockin' Ravers. I will see you guys tomorrow for the next review, or later today, depending on how my schedule goes. I really hope you enjoyed this review, and stay tuned for the next one, guys.